Hi Libra, and this is your love reading for singles for the next 3 months. For those of you who are not single, this may not be the reading for you, but if you are single and you're interested, stick around because we can look into your love life for up to the next 3 months, particularly during the summertime. So let's get started. Now, I have to say before we get started, this is a general, so this definitely may not resonate with all of you, but as you're listening to the reading, you would definitely know if this is your story, and you'll know what you can expect coming up from then on. Now, Libra, in the past, it looks like some of you either was dealing with someone who approached commitment in a very, flighty sort of way, not very committed, not very interested in commitment, wasn't really putting the work and energy and effort and time into it. It could have been you as well. Some of you may have approached the idea of commitment as one that you really just didn't have time. You had a lot of time to kind of make time for social life and kind of meet up with people, that sort of thing, but not necessarily the time to nurture and grow a relationship, because some of you may be really focusing on your finances and your career at this time. And that still is the challenge of putting in that intention and committing to the intention. So really focusing on one in particular person and nurturing that slowly but surely as you go. It looks like there has been some moves forward as far as like initial steps. So first starts in socializing with people, but for some of you, it hasn't culminated to something serious. Some of you have even had to kind of turn your back on a particular person or situation because you felt as though it wasn't healthy or conducive to you. You may have felt like when this person was around you, you was losing money. Things just wasn't working out in a more practical way. Okay. It could have been all about sex. There may have been a lot of mind games being played. And for some of you, this may have been reminiscent to a past love that you've had. And you kind of don't want any parts of any red flags of people that's going to give you that same experience. Now, others of you, it definitely looks like there could have been a person who there was a third party involved and you decided to kind of leave those two people to themselves and you decide to move on from the situation. And some of you are almost, I want to say, losing a little bit of hope as far as the traditional way of mating or committing to another person. For those of you who are single, now I do see that you definitely had to walk away from a situation in your past, one that either was very committed, you lived together, or there was a marriage. But you are healing. There is healing here that's going on. It's still, you're still in the healing stages. But I feel by the time your birthday season comes around, you should be behind that, or that situation should be behind you by that time. Now, Libra women, you are definitely coming across very attractive, very proactive. You're not waiting around for things to happen. You're going after it. And because of that, I do feel like men are noticing you more than usual. There may be two men if you are single and you're being entertained by several people socially, right? There may be a couple of men that are vying for your attention. So people are kind of like throwing their muscles around and their bravado around. But you're not sure. You may have at least two options out of all the people that you're talking to. There may be two options as to which one do you decide to really commit. Out of the options, you may be being committed to. Okay. And so I do see being at a conflict right now. Not sure if you kind of want to put the time and energy into something real with a particular person. Not sure if it's going to work out. You kind of don't want to go down that same road of heartache and pain from the past. But at the same time, you really crave, and you guys thrive when there is a commitment and a duality with relationship, right? When you're not just on your own, but when you have a partnership. Now, Libra men, I see that there's two women here. One that you could have sparked a new or initial relationship with, or some type of connection with this woman, right? You find her very attractive. And there could be another woman who kind of demands and she expects some form of commitment. Now, you may be vying for the attention of one of these women. For all of you, it'll be different. So some of you are trying to, trying to get the attention of this woman that you find very attractive, who's very self-focused, who's very proactive. Others of you are trying to, get more attention and time toward this woman who has a huge decision to make, because she, either she'll choose you or she'll choose someone else. Okay. But you may be really interested, particularly toward one of these women. Now, for those of you who are out there socially looking, Okay. And I have to also include the ones I've just spoken to. Some of you, you're dealing with people who are at a crossroads themselves. They're not exactly where they want to be when it comes to life right now. They may be in one day, out the next day. So sometimes they're interested in love, sometimes they're not. They're kind of mimicking your energy as well, I see here too. You're also attracting people who are, or who's available to you as well, I should say, who could be quite controlling. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female, but very masculine, very controlling, very territorial energy that you could be attracting or being attracted to at this time. And people who could be a bit of an emotional manipulator. So some people that are flaky, you speak to them on the phone, everything is great. You feel like you're going in one direction, and then once you get off the phone, it's like catch me when you can type of an energy. Their energies, either you can't catch them or they're not the same as they were when you last spoke with them. So it's a lot of kind of imbalance when it comes to dealing with other people, especially on an emotional level. I don't feel like you're meeting people who are very emotional. They may be very practical, logical, very much in their head. They could be stuck in their ways. Some of you could be attracting or attracted to older people at this time as well. So you're dealing with people who are pretty stubborn at this time as well. And it really has persisted over the Taurus season. It may even go, it may be an actual Taurus that you're dealing with, but I do see stubbornness as well. So if you're the person thinking about proposing a commitment or want to take a relationship to the next level with a particular person, some of you Libra singles, know that this person may be on the fence. They may not be sure if they're ready for love at this time. This is something that they're not 100% sure if they're ready for. Okay. And there could be other people influencing them or other things influencing them as to the reason why they can't necessarily make this choice. If you're out there and you're just getting back out in the dating game, you're definitely engaging with people who, as I mentioned, may have emotional commitment issues. They have emotional issues. They have, I feel, I won't say mental issues like they're crazy, but they're at a crossroads in their life and they're not really addressing issues in their life. And then you may be meeting or attracting people who are very controlling as well. Now, halfway through this 3-month period, I feel like you get very clear though. Okay. There's a particular person that comes in and it's almost like it's necessary now to make a decision as to where do you go from here on out. For some of you Libra women, it will be on you to make a decision, to finally come to a conclusion and make a decision. This can go from being asked out on a date to, you've been seeing someone for quite a while, now what do we do as far as take it to the next level? For those of you who started out here and your present energy where there could be more than just one person that you could have something with, and they both are kind of communicating that they want something real with you, it's decision making time by a month and a half out from now. It's going to be a decision making that you have to do. Some of you are actually putting that in someone's hands and you want the answer. You want them to make a decision as to what they want in this relationship, if it's going to go to the next level or not. I do feel like some of you are definitely in, it's not 3 or 4 parties because it's just a social life, right? So there are multiple people, but there's something about Libras that's standing out to a particular person outside of everyone else. Like everyone else has that, like everyone else kind of share the same energy, right? But there's something about you. It could be the way that you dress, your particular style when it comes to how you run your life, how do you see your life, how you're growing when it comes to life. You are set aside. You definitely set aside. Now I have to tell you, as just a FYI, be very conscious, be very careful. You're coming up as a very attractive woman here, okay? One that men are fighting for, or definitely someone's fighting for your attention or wanting your attention. You may have a lot of restless energy, a lot of bottled up physical energy, and if you do be intimate with someone, you may get pregnant. You may not know until further down the line. It could be Cancer season. By the time you really find out, for some of you, maybe it could be Leo season. I was just thinking that. Scorpio season also, that you find out that you're pregnant. So be conscious about that, because in a month and a half, I do see you having to make a major decision. This is not going to be something that you can play with. This is going to be major. And for some of you, it will be someone perhaps familiar to you coming back. So you're getting to know someone new. That someone familiar to you is coming back. Major decision there. Some of you may find out that you're going to be pregnant. Major decision there. And others of you, the people that you're starting to get to know now, by the by the time we get a month and a half out, there's going to be a major decision as to what do you do about the people that you're getting to know now and things being taken to the next level. Okay. So how does this all kind of tie up, and what will be the result of some of your love lives out there? Well, if you're interested in the rest of this video and how your summer may kind of end up, definitely click that link below. We're going to get started with the extended and look at the rest of this month, as well as I want to kind of look and see how would things work out with you in a new love? If new love comes into your life now, will that be something that fosters a more committed relationship? You know, what would it be like if someone from your past comes back? Is that something that you're going to entertain? Would that go well for you as well? What is some challenges that you kind of need to learn and that, you know, maybe stopping you, holding you back? So if you're interested in those things and a little bit more, again, click that extended and we can finish this reading out and look more deeper into your love life. Otherwise, guys, definitely let me know in the comment section below if this is something that you're interested in, if you can relate to this love reading. Again, like I said, it could go out 3 months. I'm looking at 3 months, but it can go up to 6 months, this particular spread. So again, let us know how this all resonates when it comes to this particular spread. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, Libra.